Alright, for this episode, we've got another classic Nintendo Switch game here to talk about. And this is a game that also released during the Switch's first year on the market, but a little further down, but a little later in 2017, that is. Because in the last episode, remember, we talked about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which released for the Switch in April 2017. The game that we're talking about in this episode, Super Mario Odyssey. This is also 2017 title, October 27th, 2017, which means as of the time that I'm recording this video, this game will have just had its 7th anniversary. So, yeah, pretty nice. Now, of course, this was the big free Mario that released for the Switch during its first year, and yeah, this is such an awesome game. Now, Mario has a new friend in this game called Cappy, which helps him guide through, and Cappy helps guide Mario through all the different kingdoms in this game. Like, there's a food-based kingdom, there's one that is supposed to represent New York City, which is called New Donk City, and that, of course, if you remember, is the kingdom in this game that features Pauline. She is the mayor of New Donk City in the game, and of course that is also the kingdom where we hear the game's theme song, Jump Up Superstar, and it's such an awesome track. If you haven't heard it, you've got to listen to it. I mean, I'm not going to I'm not going to sing any of that track because, well, my singing voice isn't very good, but it's still an awesome track. Definitely recommend you listen to it. So, and of course, in this game, Bowser has kidnapped Princess Peach once again. Gee, what else is new? Like, Bowser, can you stop kidnapping Princess Peach for 5 minutes? No, probably not. I mean, it's Bowser. He never does what Mario wants. But yeah, like, there's a lot of different kingdoms that you can explore in this game, of course, like I mentioned. And then the main collectible in this game, of course, is the Power Moons. You gotta try to get as many of those as possible to power up the ship that you navigate through the kingdoms on, and the ship, of course, being the Odyssey, hence the name of the game, Super Mario Odyssey. And there are a lot of moons that you have to collect in this game. Now, you don't have to collect all of them in order to beat the main game, so I guess that's a good thing. But you do want to still want to try to collect as many as possible. Now, some of the challenges you have to do to get the moons, some of them they're pretty easy. Like there's certain of them where I think you have to like speed run from one spot to another to get the moon within a certain time period. Like, if you're good at speedrunning, then I guess that could be pretty easy, but there are some that are, like, kind of difficult, and they'll make you just, like, pull your hair out and be like, what? How am I supposed to do this? So, yeah. But it's still a really fun game. And then, of course, once you complete the game, once you complete the main game, there is a little thing that you can do with Luigi called Luigi's Balloon World, and that one's pretty fun. Now, for Luigi's Balloon World, what you do for that one is there'll be players, not in your own game, but like around the world, who have balloons that are well hidden, and of course you have to try to find them within their time limit. So, like, if you know what you're doing, it can be pretty easy, but some of those balloons sometimes tend to be well hidden, and you really gotta look for them. And then And then, of course, let's not forget the big ending part of the main game where, of course, Bowser is trying to force Princess Peach to marry him, but, of course, Mario has to stop him and bow him, so, yeah. And I highly doubt, in any Mario game, regardless of what it is, I highly doubt Princess Peach would ever marry Bowser. It just would never happen. Yeah, like I said, a very fun game. Oh, and of course you can also explore Princess Peach's castle a little bit, or at least around the outside of it, once you finish the game. And of course, what's also neat about this game is all the different costumes that you can dress Mario in, depending on the world that you're in. Like, for example, like the one kingdom where I think you fight a giant bird in one of those soup bowls or whatever. Then yeah, that's where that would be like where you would get the yeah, that would basically be the Chef Mario outfit. Oh, and then of course there's also that beach one where you got to clean up all those pollution spills. That, of course, I think would be where you would get the Mario costume, where basically he's floating around in a tube and whatnot. Now, how do you get those different costumes for Mario? Well, with currency called purple coins. So yeah, you also got to try to find those as well in order to buy all of Mario's different costumes. And that's also, now the shops, I believe, are also how you buy the Power Moons on the kingdoms, because on every kingdom there's always like at least one place or whatever where you can buy a Power Moon. So that's usually pretty easy to do. Then, like, for the costumes and a lot of the other stuff, like the hats or whatever, those require the purple coins. So, yeah, like, this is definitely another must-have for any Nintendo Switch collection. Like, it's an awesome game. Like, the soundtrack in this is pretty awesome also. And, yeah. If you do not have this game for the Nintendo Switch, then you really should get it. Although, considering it's been 7 years since this game came out, and considering that the Switch has been available, like, for 7.5 years now, I'm pretty sure a lot of people that have a Switch would have this game already. But yeah, like, it's a really fun game, and I would definitely give this one. I honestly don't really see too many things that are wrong with this game. I will give it well, I'm not going to give it a perfect 10 out of 10, but I will give it a 9.4 out of 10. So yeah, like, it really is that good, folks. It really is that good. Alright, so that will do it for this episode of Video Game Reviews, and I will see you all next time.